Hello.
Hi, Lavish Sensei. Genki?
Well, yes, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing fine. And for today, you're my first student.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you
okay.
very much.
You're very welcome. From what I read from your profile, you used to teach in Japan, right?
Yes, and during pandemic time
For 3 years.
for 3 years. Yeah, you're right.
Whereabouts in Japan?
In my first year, I was in Sapporo. Yes. And in my second year, I was in Tokyo. And in my third year, I was in Aichiken. Yes.
Interesting. You have any plans to go back to Japan?
Go back to Japan. I want to, but I don't know the process yet and how to.
So, how did you come here the first time around?
My previous company sent me to Japan, so
Mm,
uh, I'm not so sure about the process and how to go to Japan. But usually I have to go to an agency, yeah, so
Is
that
it
it would be
hard to get a
easy.
visa, to get a work visa?
I think I think so.
Mm. So you couldn't extend your work visa?
Actually, my working visa will expire next week. Next week, I mean, next year.
Oh, so you can still work in Japan.
Yes.
So why did you go back to the Philippines? Sorry, I got it wrong.
I go back to that question. Ah, it's because of my family, and I
I
can't
see.
go home easily.
Oh, so you felt
So
homesick.
I think so.
Okay, okay. Oh, I thought something else. I thought it was a visa issue. When you said, can you guess? When you asked me, can you guess? I thought it was a visa issue. Assumed it was a visa issue. Oh, really? You didn't like it here that much? Really?
I love Japan. I really like Japan, but about
Not
working,
working.
maybe not so. Yeah, but the places, safe, cool, relaxing. So that,
But isn't the pay
yes,
much, much better in Japan than in the Philippines?
you're right. I could get more in Japan.
But
But
really interesting, interesting. Oh, okay, okay. I thought it was a visa issue. And how was
mm-hmm.
the work experience? You said it was hard. Which was harder, Juku or the Sapporo thing or the business gig?
The business thing.
Why?
hmm Because if a native speaker cannot do a lesson, they will suddenly ask us to do it. Like
Mm-hmm,
impronto, like
mm-hmm,
now. You have to do it now. So I did not prepare anything yet, but I have to go. Something like that.
And that's something that happened quite often or occasionally?
Maybe twice a week.
Oh, really? On short notice, just okay, a
Yes,
substitute.
a short notice, and I have to do it. Oh, okay. I have to do it. So I have to travel,
So you
usually
rather
for
teach
business.
kids at a juku than businessmen. For you, that was
Yes.
easier gig. I see.
'Cause I love kids, so mm,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
like JUCO or the international school, also
Ah,
kids.
the international also kids. Mm-hmm. Why
Mhm.
is it, in your experience, 3 years in Japan is not a short time? Why can't Japanese people speak English well?
They don't have the opportunity to speak, and some students do English lesson once a week or twice a week, and some Japanese people are not. interested in it. I think so. How about you? Do you have any answers to your question?
Oh yeah, you said because they don't have opportunities to speak. To me, language is not for speaking, which may sound very counterintuitive because I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking to you. Language is not for speaking. To me, language is a tool for getting knowledge.
Okay.
And they get knowledge in Japanese. So you can't get knowledge, information knowledge. You can't get knowledge in Japanese and learn a few words in English and try to speak English. It doesn't work that way. From what I understand, the way you guys learn English is you basically learn other subjects through English. Is that true?
Yes.
And Japanese
That's
people
true.
don't do that. Unless it's an international school. So,
yes.
which is a different case, your Sapporo case, right?
Yes.
So they were studying other subjects through English.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You're right.
Yeah, but as you know, most schools in Japan are not international schools, and they study chemistry, physics, history, biology, all in Japanese.
In Japanese.
So in the Philippines, you study most subjects in English?
Yes, our books are written in English, but there are some books for
Which
our
subjects are
language
in Tagalog?
in Tagalog. Oh, you know very well. Do you have a Filipino friend?
Which subjects?
Tagalog.
Which subjects are in Tagalog?
There's a social studies
Mm-hmm.
written in English and Tagalog.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And history can be in English and Tagalog too. And the rest
Those
of the subjects
are
are
in English. Yeah.
English.
And you know that in Japan it's not the case. Not just Japan. I'm from Bulgaria. In Bulgaria, it's all in Bulgarian. Again, unless it's an international school.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in the Philippines, from what I gather, most subjects are in English. That's why they can't speak English. That's a simple reason. So I think all those Eikaiwa schools. Have you heard of Eikaiwa schools?
Yes, Ikaiwa.
It's a complete nonsense. You can't teach speaking.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just put words in people's mouth.
I think Ikaiwa, please correct me if I'm wrong. Ikaiwa most
Kaiwa.
Ikaiwa.
It's like English. Kaiwa means conversation. Go is English. Not E. Kaiwa.
Ikaiwa. Oh, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Ikaiwa. Ikaiwa. Ah, so is it the same with the Juko style, or it is another?
Juku means cram school. It's for kids.
Uh-huh.
Kaiwa means English conversation.
Ah,
Is primarily for adults. So the idea, what they sold, the idea that they are good at grammar, they already know the language, all they need is speaking practice. But you said it yourself. You said they don't have opportunities. It's not that. The reason is that they don't acquire knowledge through English because they don't need to. They have plenty of it in Japanese. So they can't speak English because to me, speaking is like a byproduct, like a side effect of knowledge acquisitions. You get the knowledge and then you'll be able to speak.
Yes.
But you get the knowledge, not the grammar. You get the information knowledge. For example, history through English, chemistry through English, marketing through English.
Yes. You got a point.
I hope so. I think so. I believe so. I know
Yeah.
so.
Are you an English teacher in Japan too?
Good guess. I used to be, and I realized that language can't be taught.
Oh, yes.
So I quit.
Oh.
Anyway,
wow.
Yeah. Now what I teach is I teach people how to learn. I don't
How
teach
to learn.
Yes, I teach people how to learn by themselves without a teacher.
Can you give me some tips?
You have one life. Don't waste it.